Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Afternoon, we lay awake in bed. It laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts.
Hello, my beautiful Dolly family. How are we doing today? I hope that we're doing well, but if we're not, big hugs to you. Well, today I have little Miss Sissy here. She needs a changing. I'm not doing a baby countdown. Today we're gonna do a chat and change. And I looked around the nursery and I'm like, who wants to get changed today with Mama on camera while Mama talks? And Sissy said, me, I want to get changed. And I said, okay, you can get changed, because she hasn't been changed in a while. It's one of those things, guys, where I put an outfit on them and I love it, and then it's hard for me to change them. I know I sound like a broken record, right? But it's true. It's like I put this outfit on her and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. And then I'm like, okay, you're gonna stay in that forever. And then I look at her and I'm like, you need changed, honey. But so she does, she has on, so we're gonna put her blankie and her lovey over here. So she has on this cute little ensemble here, this little long sleeved, like, it's got like a ruffle, it's kind of like a dress shirt, not like a dress shirt, but like a shirt that kind of looks like a dress. Like, it could be a dress on a smaller baby, really. It's got a little unicorn pocket. It's heather gray and white polka dots. She has on pink pants and her fuzzy pink boots. And her hair has been like this for a while too, because I love it. She has the two little pigtails, a little headband, and then just her hair down, because I love her hair so much. She does get her hair brushed often. Ooh. So, I mean, I love brushing her hair. It's one of my favorite things to do. But we're gonna give her a change. And so what we're gonna do with her is we're gonna go for more of a spring look. So I have this cute little strawberry dress. It's pink, short sleeves, like a t-shirt material. It has strawberry, really bright red strawberries with green leaves on it. And we're gonna put underneath them, because it's still not quite like warm yet. So I am gonna put a little pair of leggings underneath of them, just to keep her little leggies warm. Some little pink sockies. Some fancy little shoes. So they're silver glitter shoes. They got a little bow on them. Is that gonna focus? There we go. I keep forgetting I need to hide my face to make things focus. And I picked out some green bows for her to put on. So that's what she's going to get changed into. And I think I'm going to do braids on her, because we haven't done braids in a while and I love her in braids. I'm going to scoot back just a little. Whoa, whoa, oh. Mama got caught up on something back there. All right, let's scoot back a little bit, and then I am going to put the camera down. Oh, before I do that though, let me tell you what we're going to chat about. So I told you I had a story to tell you from my childhood. about playing with my dolls. One of my storylines that I would play with, I'm gonna say I was about 11, 12 when I played this storyline. I wasn't super young, but I wasn't like a teenager yet either. So once you hear the storyline, you're gonna I want to explain that my mother and grandmother also like to watch those like Lifetime movies, or I don't know if they were Lifetime movies when I was a kid, but the drama movies, right? Love to watch those. And so you're gonna be like, okay, she had to hear that from somewhere. And I probably did. I probably heard it from one of those movies or TV shows that we watched. But anyway, so I am going to put this down a little bit so that you can watch me. Ooh, and you can see little Miss Sissy get changed, right, my girl? For now, I am going to leave her little earrings in. I might change them later, but I don't have them near me and I didn't think to grab them. So we're just going to leave her earrings in. She just has little gold ball earrings that look adorable on her. Okay, so let's start. So I was, like I said, I think I was probably between 11 and 12. And I loved my dolls. Loved my dolls. That was like my whole childhood growing up. Playing dolls was my absolute favorite. I did like to do other things though. I did like Hot Wheels. I loved cars. I thought cars were cool. And then I loved reading. I loved to read and color. I love to play board games, you know, but at the top, the very top of my list was playing with my dolls. Loved it. And, you know, over time, I had several storylines that we went by, right? And several dolls. About this time, I know I had two My Buddy dolls. Do you guys remember those dolls? I had a blonde-haired, blue-eyed My Buddy and a brown-haired, brown-eyed My Buddy. And you want to hear a funny thing about that? Their original names. Now, when I had my role play with my dolls when I was younger, you know, I would give them different names, but they had, you know, everybody had a original name, a name that they, you know, used all the time, even when I wasn't playing role play. And so their names were, my blonde-haired, blue-eyed one was Tommy, and I had gotten him first. And my brown-haired, blue-eyed one was Justin. And do you know, my oldest son is Thomas, and my middle son is Justin. Isn't that hilarious? I thought that was so funny. I also, at this time, had a girl. What was she called? The girl version of My Buddy, the sister, the kid sister. I'm pretty sure is what she was called. So I had kid sister, and I had what they called a Wendy Walker, and that was just a big. She was plastic, but she was about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet tall, and she had like this mullet going on. So what happened was, because she was the biggest doll I had, so I cut her hair so that she could be a boy or a girl, because I didn't like her haircut the way it was anyway. I thought it was weird. So I cut her hair, and that way I could put bows and I could put bows and ribbons in it. She could be a girl, or I could put nothing in it. She could be, you know, the oldest could be a boy. And so I had this one baby, and looking back on the style of baby it had to be a horseman, I'm pretty sure, doll. Not the one that I've shown you guys before, but like a newborn one. But it was probably about Sissy's length, but it looked like its face looked like a newborn baby. And it had painted on hair. And so that was always my youngest child. And then I had my Cabbage Patch Kids, several of them, and then just several other dolls that I had in my collection that I loved so much. So I gathered, I want to say it was like, I don't know, 12 dolls, 12 of my dolls, right? And I just laugh when I think about this because I'm like, how ridiculous. I mean, it happens. It happens, but just for, you know, like a little 11, 12-year-old girl to be playing like this. But I'm sure that some of you may have done the same thing. And I'm, you know, like I said, I probably got it from a TV show or a movie. I'm not going to put a onesie on her because it is getting warmer. So, she said she didn't want a onesie on. She just wants her pretty dress. She didn't want pants either, but I told her that this time let's go ahead and put pants under it just because, you know, I didn't want her little legs to get cold because it's colder here today than it has been. We can take the pants off when it gets warmer again. So anyway, so here I am. I gather up my dolls, right? And I get my pen and paper because I always did that. I always had pen and paper or crayon, markers, whatever, in my room. And I wrote down all their names and ages. So these are going to be more like capris on her, which is fine. That's kind of what I wanted them to be. Yes. So anyway, I wrote down their names, their ages, all that stuff, right? And I remember it was either the biggest, okay, my biggest one was a boy and the smallest one was a boy. And I was pregnant. I was pregnant with another one, okay? I was pregnant with another baby too. And I can't remember if the biggest or smallest, his name was Brian. I don't remember which it was though, either the biggest or the smallest, his name was Brian. But anyway, I don't know why I remember that. Isn't it funny how you remember some things and some things you're like, what? What are you talking about? So I you know, gathered them all up and we were eating breakfast. I had them, you know, all set down in their pajamas. I spent a long time getting everybody in their pajamas. And, you know, so we could have this wake up scene where the story started. And, oh, this looks really cute on her. So, you know, we're woke up. Sit down right here for a minute so I can button your dress. And we're all in our pajamas and I set the kids down to feed them. You know, I've got various bottles and sippy cups and plates and bowls and just, you know, whatever I would need for my little family. And I had to go to court that day. So I was explaining to the kids that Mama had to go to court and Daddy was at work, is what I did. And I just remember doing that, and then I remember going through and getting all of them dressed and sending, you know, the half of them off to school, and then a sitter came over to watch the other half while Mommy went to court. And I left. I went and got me some, you know, snacks and drink and all that stuff. And then I came back and, you know, the bigger kids had come back from school and, you know, sent the babysitter away, and we were sitting down having dinner. And I'm telling you, I got pretty elaborate here. So we were sitting down having our dinner together, and I had to tell the kids that their father and I were getting divorced. Yes, that scumbag. He, I usually snip these out, but I didn't bring scissors with me. There we go, that broke. Because they break pretty easy. These little things. So I had, yeah, that scumbag leaving me with 12 and, well, 13 if you count the one in the oven, right? Leaving me with 13 kids because he found a younger woman. I am not kidding you. How dare he? And so, you know, I was telling this to my whole brood of kids here that I had. And I was sobbing a little, you know, and I was kind of trying to control the older children because, you know, they knew their father more because they had spent more time with him. And we all had a big cuddle session that night. And they all slept in bed with me that night because everybody was so upset that Daddy was not coming home anymore. Now, as I'm talking about this, I know as an adult, situations like this are not funny, but this was an 11 or 12-year-old child playing this situation, just to remind you guys, because I don't want nobody coming on here going, how dare you make light of a situation like that. Listen, I was a kid, and besides that, I saw it on TV. So anyway, back to the story. So we went on with our week, you know, kids going to school, and I was a stay-at-home mom because, you know, I had all the kids and, you know, couldn't afford, obviously being a single mom, I could not afford daycare. And so I had to find a job that I could do at home. So I was a telemarketer, got my little pretend phone, you know, because I had a pretend little, you know, I think I'm gonna do just, let's see, how am I gonna do her braids? Do I wanna do up braids? Yeah, we'll do up braids, okay. So I was a telemarketer. That was a rough job, let me tell you. People that hung up on me, oh, was something else, I tell you. But yeah, so then, like, I don't know, like we'll say a week later passes, right? A whole week of me slaving over these children and this house, which was just my bedroom, and trying to keep everybody fed and happy and the household going. And I had to go back to court, and my oldest couple of kids came with me because they got to go on the stand, and because, you know, we had to decide custody, of course, and then visitation. And so the judge wanted to talk to, I had an imagination as a child, okay, I'm just going to tell you that much. But the judge had to talk to the children to see what they said about, like, their father and me and their living situation. Because at first the judge wanted to split them up and let the older kids go and live with their dad, and me have the younger kids. And I knew that wouldn't fly because their dad didn't really take care of them. I always did. So the older kids went in and told their piece that they wanted to live with their mom. So the custody battle came to an end, and in the end, the courts decided it was in the children's best interest for them to stay with mom. You guys, I'm seriously. And so that's what happened. So you know, we arranged custody. Dad said he couldn't handle all the children. So he got, you know, every other week visitation with like half of the kids. Like half would stay home, half would go with him. And yeah, I like played that scenario out, and I ended up having the new baby, and you would not believe what my ex-husband accused me of. He accused me of cheating on him, so I had to go get a paternity test to show that the newest baby was his. So he had to pay child support on it. You guys, I watch TV that I probably wasn't supposed to be watching, or that I shouldn't have been watching, right? But yeah, that was one of my scenarios that I would play out sometimes as a child. I just thought it was funny. I was thinking about it the other day, and you know, I've many scenarios. I don't remember all of them, just a few. And that one really stuck out though, because I always remember I was like, man, I can't believe I had so many kids, and then was pregnant to boot. But yeah, I'm almost done with Sissy's hair. We got one more braid to do. So my question to you is, do you remember any of your childhood, I don't know if you played with the dolls as a child, if that was like one of your things. Do you guys have any funny stories or, I don't know, childhood doll stories? If you have a channel, I encourage you to go over there or get on there and tell your childhood story. I'm not necessarily doing a tag, so don't worry about doing any kind of hashtag or anything. You don't even have to give me credit, because I'm sure other people have talked about this before. And there may be a tag out there and I don't even know about it. But I don't know. I thought it was fun thinking back about it. And, oh, there it is. I was like, where Mommy put your bows at? And, oh my goodness, Sissy, you are just adorable. I don't know. it was such a serious little topic for me to be like, I treated that topic very seriously when I was little. And I had other like, I remember sometimes when I had like sick kids, you know, my babies would be sick and I'd be distraught in the hospital, which was still my room. And, or sometimes I would venture out into the living room or another part of the house. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sissy. Mwah. So good, so good. All right, let me put these things up. So yeah, I encourage you, if you have a channel, to share your childhood story of, look at Sissy, oh, she looks so cute. Say hello. Whoop, 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 whoop. You like your braids? She says, look, I got braids. So, yes. So we encourage you, Sissy and I, to share your childhood. I'm getting halfway cut off. Let's go up a little bit. Share a childhood memory of yours with us if you'd like to on your channel. If you would like to share a story down in the comment section below, go for it. If you want to email me a story about when you were a child, go for it. I wouldn't mind at all. Send me a message over on Instagram. You know, I don't know. So yeah, so I've been enjoying this hobby for a very long time. And yeah, those are my favorite. They just are. They are. So there she is. There's Miss Sissy. Look how cute she looks in her little get up here. Get your little leg down. There we go. Her little capris, and her little dress, and her little bows, and her little braids. So cute, so cute. All right, so that's the end of the story. Sissy's all dressed and freshened up for spring, and yeah, thank you guys for sticking around and listening if you made it this far. If you did make it this far and you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell notification. Look in the description box, leave me a comment. As always, we love you. We thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Remember to be kind and be gentle, but most importantly, be you, because we love you. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye. Bye. Oh. Where's Sissy?